Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everywhere you are. Anywhere you are in the planet. This beautiful planet Earth, we're all journeying through. That it's a little bit intense. It's kind of like we've gotten into this uh, steep ride on a carnival toy. I don't know how to say that. So it's navigating ups and downs. My name is Miriam Cunha. If you haven't met me yet, and I welcome you to my channel, where we talk about things that help us navigate through this journey on Earth, incarnating on these bodies that Earth has lent us to go through this school. So there is a song in a Brazilian song that says, on the morning of my 33rd year, I realized that our lives on Earth are not exactly a vacation trip. And it's not exactly like that, right? Because we all came here to learn something, to enjoy the learning, of course, because learning is always enjoyable unless we create resistance, because resistance talking about in terms of physics, resistance creates pain. Resistance creates, friction, and it can create fire, but it can create pain. It creates energy too. So it's all related, all connected. So we're here tonight to talk about the 13 days of the World Bridger wave of the Mayan calendar that started on Wednesday. And I will see if I can share with you the screen so that you understand visually what we're going through. I'm going to open my Mayan calendar. Hello, Robert. Glad to see you too. Thank you for tuning in. Your energy is always beautiful here. Let's see. I'm going to tune in. Yeah, I'm going to put this big and share this with you. Mhm. Finding the windows here. Share screen. There we go. Okay, so I'm sharing my Mayan calendar upgraded version known as Dream Spell, which is upgraded to the conversion of the Gregorian calendar with all the corrections of the changes that the Gregorian calendar has gone through since it before it was called Gregorian calendar. There were lots of adjustments on time, suppression of time and years and days, and all of that was mathematically corrected by Jose Arguelles, who started sharing his findings, and it became known as the dream spell version of the Mayan calendar. Not accepted by everyone, but I have been working with both versions, the traditional version and this updated version. And I find that the updated version correlates better with the energies than the traditional one that doesn't have the corrections of time that was manipulated through the Vatican. Anyway, I am not here. Oh, Ferris wheel. Yeah, Ferris wheel around and around. Yeah, that's how we're feeling. Up and down, up and down. And more intense the last couple of weeks since we enter February. So as you can see, I'm trying to get this little window out of here, but anyway, I'm gonna put the Mayan calendar correlating to the 17th of February. That is the day. Oh, 17th of February. Okay, so then it started on the 18th, which was it started Thursday. Uh-huh. Okay, so this 13 days started on Thursday. Thursday was the energetics of this little character you can see there. It's the world breeder. The world breeder archetype of the Mayan calendar represents death. And because of the name, you can correlate the idea of death to being born as well. So it's the world breeder. You have two worlds, one that is dying and the other one that is being born at the same time. And there's a bridge in between. And that is what we call death, because it's the moment we let go of something and we embrace a new thing. We open space to something new. So it is also related to radical transformations, huge transformations. So the 13 days following February 18, last Thursday, we are going to go through the energetic of deep transformations. And that englobes the whole planet. Everything that is here, everybody who is here is going through this wave until, let me see, I'm going to put here the wave itself. The wave looks like this. So this is February 18, 2021. And the wave spell started on that day with the world breeder on under number one. And number one of the wave, it's the objective of the wave. It's the goal we need to achieve on this 13 days. So the objective, the goal is to attract opportunities to learn about transformation, to learn about death, to learn about the bridges between worlds, to learn about different dimensions, to learn about dying and being born, to learn about the infinity of connections and bridges. Hey, John, how are you doing? We're yes, we are. We are in the middle of a wild ride, and isn't that interesting that this ride goes until March the 2nd? So this next, well, right now we are on the fourth day. Today it's the 21st of February of 2021, which actually it is a very interesting numeric date. We have 21022021. Adding all of that, we have 5 and 5, 10, 1. All right, so today it's in numerology a number 1, but on the Mayan calendar is a number 4. So I'm going to go through the beginning of the wave day by day, although we passed already the first 3 days and we're going through the fourth day of the wave. So the objective of the wave is to learn about radical transformation and death. With the challenge, and then we go to, oops. I hope I didn't, see that. Yeah, there you go. I hope everything gets. Sometimes when I do that with this app, I mess around with the background. Let me check. I have a delay on the live and I have to check if everything yeah, everything is working good. Okay. So number 2, That was Friday. Friday, we got the challenge of the 13 days. The second day of the wave is the challenge of the wave. And we are learning about deep transformations, about death, with the challenge of healing ourselves, organizing ourselves, knowing about ourselves, and organizing, healing, and accomplishing the self generation of energy, because this is guided by the torment, the storm, the blue storm. So it is blue hand guided by the blue storm, and that under number 2 brings us the challenge of knowing ourselves, knowing how we can heal ourselves, organizing in order to self generate our own energy. So it is a lot of introspection. And as a challenge, is the difficult part of the 13 days wave. It's that. So basically, that is the big challenge. It's healing, organizing, knowing where we can tap into self generating our own energy, not needing to get this energy from the system, from anybody, but from ourselves. Okay, so Saturday the 20th, yesterday, the energetics of yesterday was the third day of the wave, bringing us um, the service to others. Number 3 is how we serve others through this journey. And it's for each of us to show other people about beauty, about creativity, about art. The yellow star is art, is creativity, it's beauty, it's elegance, and it's guided by the yellow human, meaning that the guidance of this beautiful art and creativity that we're showing others, it's coming from our free will and from our intelligence. So using our intelligence and our free will to teach others and to show others that there is beauty, there is ways of creating different things that are nice, that are beautiful. So, in the middle of all this understanding about radical transformation and death, and challenging ourselves to heal ourselves, to self generate our own energy, we're still teaching others that with our free will and using our intelligence, we can create beauty and we can create elegance and we can be creative. We can co create a reality for ourselves that is beautiful. All right. And the energetics of today, the fourth day of the wave. Today is the fourth day of the wave. It's number 4. Number 4 on the wave represents how we start shaping that energy into a physical form. So, what is helping us to shape this reality into a physical form is the red moon here, guided by the red serpent. And that means that we are shaping our physical reality through purifying our emotions, deeply purification of the emotions, using our instinct of survival, which is the same as our kundalini, our sexual energy, our chakras. So aligning all of this energy to work on the purification of our emotions to shape a physical reality. And then we have the energetics of tomorrow, the 22nd of February. Tomorrow, Monday, the 22nd, brings us the command of this wave. So we have number 1 we went through, which is the attraction of the objective of the 13 days. Number 2, it's the challenge to be accomplished with that. Number 3 is how we serve and teach others about our process. 4 is how we shape the reality into the physical form. And 5, it's what we have in command. What is it that we fully know that we can use to command the process? And that is the reflection of our heart, unconditional love. So to be in command of a harmonious travel through this wave, we need to connect with our heart, our beautiful heart, from where our unconditional love can be spread, can reflect like a mirror. So it's the white dog guided by the mirror. So we're reflecting as a mirror our unconditional love everywhere. And we're in full command of that. And that's very important to navigate through these days in harmony. 5 is harmony. And then we have Tuesday the 23rd. 23rd, go up, 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 up. Tuesday the 23rd. Here is the number 6 day, the 6th day of the wave. 6, it's balance. So what can we do to bring ourselves into balance during the wave? So for this particular wave, what we can do to balance ourselves is to be more playful. It's the monkey guided by the monkey. So it's double monkey. It's double playing with the illusions, unveiling illusions, putting more veils and unveiling and having fun with it, having more fun, laughing, playing. That is how we find balance through that. In other words, don't take everything too serious because everything comes and goes, just like the world breeder. Everything dies and is born all the time, all the time. That is one of the laws of the universe. It's constant movement, constant transformation. And to be in balance with that understanding, we will tap into the monkey energy archetype, which is laughing. It's not taking things too serious. It's playing with playing the game. We're here to play the game. We're here to learn. We're not here to escape. We're not here to run away from it. We're here to face it and play it with laughter, play it with joy, knowing that everything passes, because the only constant of the universe is that everything changes all the time. Everything is moving all the time. So we tend, because of old negative programming in our minds, we tend to think that we're stuck into this energy forever. And I'm talking to myself too, because I'm thinking, oh, am I going to have to see masked people forever? Is this here to stay? But no, it's just a moment. It's just the moment. It's a moment. And the more of us understand that and overcome that stucking feeling of the energy, the more we let it flow into and changing for creating a beautiful reality, a thriving reality, what they're calling now Jasara and Nisara reality, right? That everybody has the right to the abundance of the universe, the abundance of earth, the abundance of everything. Anyway, that's the number 6th day, and that happens on Tuesday. And moving on through the wave, we're going through to Wednesday, the 24th of February. Is that what it is? February 20, yeah, Wednesday. On Wednesday, we're going to be channeling information. So number 7 of the wave, it's when the portal opens for channeling information. All of us can do that. It's a matter of tapping into the channeling. And the channeling that we are doing this Wednesday is channeling information about where are we going to plant our seeds to let flourish freedom, to let intelligence flourish, to let our free will flourish. So that is very important on Wednesday to make a meditation, to ask your higher self to give you the information on where are you going to plant your seeds of the future, and where are your seeds are going to flourish. And those seeds are freedom seeds, they are free will seeds, intelligence seeds. So it is a very energetic, important day on Wednesday, because we can grab information from our higher selves on what direction to take with all this change. Where are we going to tap into freedom? Where our seeds are going to flourish into freedom, our inner freedom. All right. And then we move on to Thursday, the 25th of February. And it's the 8th day of the wave that started last Thursday. And a week from Thursday, you get into the 8th day of the wave, which is the integrity of the paths, the integrity of the way, the challenge by then. And we should have a better understanding of the whole process in the integrity of what? Exploring new paths, exploring new ideas, moving and evolving towards new paths and new ideas. That is the integrity of this learning of this 13 days. The understanding that we can explore different ideas, because if you go through a radical change, you are definitely going to be pushed to different ideas, different realities, different paths. You become the explorer, the traveler of the universe, exploring. How did the Star Trek used to say? Going where no man has gone before. All right, so let's move into the next day, the 26th of February, which is Friday. So I'm looking at the Gregorian calendar. Yeah, Friday. The 26th brings us the day number 9 of that wave, which is the activation of the whole wave. On the 9th day of the wave, of every wave, it's when the wave activates the energy. So the activation of all this transformation wave happens this Friday, upcoming Friday. And what is activated? We're activating the wisdom of being present on the here and now, which is the only moment that exists. I keep repeating that because it is very important to deeply understand that the only moment that exists is this moment here and now, that you're focusing your consciousness to. The past and the present is not really linear, it's all happening at the same time. So the activation of this wave on Friday activates the understanding of the wisdom of being present on the here and now, guided by the white dog, which is guided by the heart, guided by loyalty, guided by unconditional love. And then we tap into Saturday, next Saturday, the 27th of February. And that's the day number 10th of the wave. On the day number 10th, the manifestation of this energy happens. So just recapping all of the numbers of the wave, it's a 13 wave. One, we have a purpose to accomplish, to learn. Two, this is the challenge we have to overcome to accomplish the goal. Three, this is how we are going to serve others with this. Four, how we're going to shape the physical reality of this. Five, we're in full command of this right now through this energy. Six, we find balance through this, which is the monkey in this case. Seven, we channel this information to proceed. Eight, we are in the integrity of the path. Nine, we are activating this learning. 10, we're manifesting it. And manifesting it on Saturday, we are manifesting the understanding of this transformation through activating our inner vision. It's the ego. The ego has the inner vision, the intuition, the seeing, the sight, precise sight. So we're manifesting the precise vision of where abundance is, what is abundance, and through dreams, through. So pay attention on your dreams on Saturday because they're going to manifest through big visions coming on this Saturday. All right. And on Sunday, the 28th of February, Sunday, the 28th of February, come on, go. Doesn't want to move on, but it's this one here, the warrior, the yellow warrior, number 11. So the yellow warrior number 11 on this wave is the archetype energy that helps us let go of this wave. So on every wave of 13, it's a constant. We have a number 11, and the 11 archetype of the wave, it's what helps us detach from that wave because like I said before, the universe is always moving, everything is always moving, and we need the energetics of letting go, which comes from the vibration of number 11 that helps us to let go of the attachment to that process. So we're letting go of this process by the 28th, which is February 28th, Sunday, next Sunday. We're letting go through the warrior. The yellow warrior brings us courage. The yellow warrior is the shaman, is the warrior, is the general, the soldier, the fighter, but the fight the good fight. It's basically letting go of fear. So we're letting go of fear to continue moving on this next Sunday. And then we're approaching the 2 last days of, let me move to March here. March 1st. March 1st. March 1st, Monday next week, not tomorrow, next week. We are approaching the end, but we're still on the number 12. Number 12 of the wave, it's how our spiritual guides, that our guardians, our angels, you want to name, however you want to call them, helps us through this process. And they help us through this process by giving us the understanding of movement, evolution, and understanding on how we can purify our emotions and let go of things through allowing the evolution and the movement to happen. And that's how the guides are helping us this on this wave. And then we go into the last day of the wave, which is Tuesday next week, not this week. It's March 2nd. It's the last day of the wave. The last day of the wave brings us the transcending knowledge of the whole thing. And we transcend the whole thing through understanding infinite and communicating what we learn from the spirit as a mirror. So we become a mirror that reflects to others what they need to know. So if you go through this wave with a deep understanding of the energetics that we're going through, we can actually reach that point of transcending that on March the 2nd through reflecting as mirrors all this understanding of deep transformation we're going through for the next few days until March the 2nd. So it's going to be very intense because, well, it is being very intense. It's attracting a lot of transformation in all levels, not only individually. Every one of us is going through our own radical transformation for healing, but as a collective as well. So you can expect any radical things happening in nature and in the matrix of this reality. And just let's take a quick peek on the next wave that starts next week so that we know what to expect for the next wave. So after we finish this wave on Tuesday next week, on March the 2nd, March the 3rd, we start a new wave, which is the wave of the storm. On another layer of this calendar, we have a year that is guided by one of those archetypes. And our year goes from July 26th to July 26th, 25th of the following year. So since last July 26th, we're as a planet, we're going through the storm, the blue storm number 2, meaning we're going through a wave of challenges all year until July 25th, 2021. But next Tuesday, I mean, not this Tuesday, but on March 3rd, we start a wave, a small wave in between that, which is the wave of the storm. So we get the storm as the purpose of the following 13 days. We get to understand how we self generate our own energy. And the challenge will be enlightening ourselves to free ourselves through enlightenment. So if we thought that this transformation wave stopped next Tuesday, well, wait for the next one because the next one is going to be a ride on the storm itself. It's kind of like after March 3rd, it's going to be like, or you enlighten yourself, or you free yourself, or you free yourself, or you don't belong here anymore. Because Earth is enlightening, Earth is freeing itself. And that's the vibrations of the new age of Aquarius that are coming true. So I'll make a reading of this wave later in the week, maybe next Sunday, so that we can actually have a complete understanding of the next wave. But for now, I think we have enough to digest because it's a little bit complex to understand just because it's different from what everything we've been learning on the official medium of the system as time and calendar wise and energetics, and it's got all these archetypes that mean something specific, each one, and then they get a combination of the little guide, and there are lots of permutations and combinations, like dealing with one of those puzzle cubes. So the more you learn about this material, the more you know that you don't know. Because there's lots more to learn that we haven't maybe reached the capacity to understand yet, but we will as soon as we move along with this transformation and allowing ourselves to understand more about who we are and what we came here to do, which is very important. Those are questions that we should be taught since we were born here. So this calendar here, the Mayans used as a tool for several things, and one of them was to know when a baby was being born. The day the baby was born, they knew exactly what the baby came here to do in terms of energetics. What was the learning? The details on how you learn the stuff, it's different. But it's what was the learning, like I was born in a wave, which is the white wind wave. So my purpose here is to learn about communication. It doesn't mean I came knowing all about communication. It means I came here to learn about communication. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this videos here too, because I came here to communicate, to learn about communicating from the spirit, because the white wind is communication from the spirit. It's not only communication of anything, it's communication from the spirit. And that's my purpose here. And my challenge is to understand, it's to tap into dreams, abundance of dreams and abundance of the universe. So that is my challenge. And every one of us is born in a wave like that, and has got a purpose, a challenge, a service, a way of manifesting the physical reality, a command line, a balancing line, channeling way, an integrity point, an activation point, and it's got the whole wave. So each one of us was born in one of those waves. There are 20 waves on the whole combination of 20 symbols by 13. And each one of us is born in one of those waves, but then you have the combinations of the little waves you go through every year. So not only I was born on a wave of the white wind, but this year, no, since my birthday in September last year, I started a new wave. And the new wave that I started on the 13 number of that wave, meaning that I'm transcending the communication of the spirit that I came to learn here. So I'm actually putting it into practice because I'm transcending the learning. And that is very interesting. And I was telling you all of that because the Mayans knew uh, every baby born here, well, okay, it was born into this energetics. That's what the purpose is, the challenge, and made it easier for humans knowing that to understand what they came here to do, and where maybe where they coming from too, because it seems like we went into this deep forgetfulness wave of who we are. We dove so deep into darkness that we forgot where we came from and who we are. And it's time to remember, because it's time to return to innocence. All right. And if you don't have any comments or questions on the next few minutes on the chat, I will wrap up this evening, letting you a lot to digest with this wave. I think it's worth watching this again and pausing it, because, like I said, these archetypes are not very popular, not very common around, not even in the esoteric medium, because I think the esoterics of this world had focused more into the archetypes of the tarot cards or the I Ching, not even the I Ching, they're so yeah, we adapted some, and with the archetypes of astrology and the planets, and that's more popular. But this is very uh not very popular, I would say. And I know why, because the Vatican, when they had a mission to arrive in Central America, they knew what they were going to find already there. They were going to find the ruins of the Mayans, and they wanted to destroy most of what they could of the knowledge that they would find. And they did that. They destroyed a lot of the stuff, but they couldn't destroy everything. And we have information that we can still tap in, but it was never something that became very popular, right? That on every newspaper in the world you can read your horoscope, but you will never hear about this. So I was always attracted to things that were hidden and unusual, because I always thought there's something hidden that it's interesting to know. And I've been a researcher all my life, very curious about things. So I've experienced different paths, different readings, different teachings, and that's what made me who I am today. All right, my dear, beautiful people, beautiful souls, keep going on this journey. Don't give in. Find your self generation of energy and heal yourself so that you can go through this wave of transformation and navigate at ease. Let the wind blow your um, sails. And stay in the center, in the eye of the storm, because that's where the ocean is calm. If you decide to navigate the storm through the edges, your boat might sink. But if you stay in the eye of the eye of the storm, it's peace. So we can each actually create our own reality in the midst of all the chaos and transformation we're going through. And you can see that. You just think about anybody uh, somewhere else in the planet, it's experiencing something totally different than you, because each one of us has decided to create our own little experience in between all of that. Oh, John, and I like who you are too. And I think we should go for coffee very soon again. um, all right. Much love to you, and transcending feelings of transformation to all of you. Enjoy the ride, because this ride is to be enjoyed with laughter and joy. Peace.